Right. Hello folks, today I and my young corporal here have decided to do a video about some of our equipment that we use in the 12th Texas Cavalry. This is to give you an idea of, well, if you're not familiar with reenacting, what it means to be a reenactor, and if you're interested in joining, this will give you a little insight into our uniform requirements and what you will need to purchase to join our unit. As you can see, this corporal is wearing a standard medium gray sack coat trimmed in black. There's the black cuffs, and it has the black standing collar and the black epaulets. Also, the rank trim is in black. A lot of Texas Cavalry units use the black on gray, which was a throwback to the old pre-war dragoons, which wore gray and black. If you notice the corporal's hat, it is a wide-brimmed Mexican-style hat from the mid-1800s, to which is added a handmade leather band with a large ostentatious buckle and a brass Texas star. Again, this was very common in Texas. And if you'll show off your stampede string so that the folks can see that. That is a stampede string. A lot of cavalry, a lot of Texans anyhow, wore stampede strings with their hats. And that's so that if the hat were knocked off while riding horseback, you wouldn't lose it. Right. Now, aside from the hat and the jacket, Corporal Butter is also wearing a homespun shirt. Can you pull your collar down a little bit there? Yeah. It is a homespun shirt. It's a plaid that's made of a flannel. I believe it's called Dorset flannel. Don't quote me on that. It is something like that. But we require period accurate shirts along with the uniforms. As you can see, Corporal Butter is wearing a standard U.S. belt buckle with a brown leather belt. Now, typically, Texas Cavalry would wear just about anything they could get, depending on not only the regiment they belong to, but the company as well. Now, Butter is carrying a rifle. Can you hold it up toward arms? All right. This is not a typical military musket. What this is a Tennessee mountain rifle. Just like the muskets, however, cock the weapon. It is fitted with a nipple, allowing it to take the four-wing musket caps typical in larger caliber muskets. This is a 45 caliber muzzle loading rifle.
You're gonna have to oil this thing.
All right, order arms. And sidearms. Draw your pistol. Corporal Butter is also carrying, as most cavalry would carry, it's supposed to be a Colt Navy, but these brass frame jobs are more accurately a Gunnison and Griswold revolver. Place weapon. And on the off side, she is carrying a hunting knife. That is a knife of a style that would have been used in the period. We don't like seeing any fantasy knives or anything really ostentatious. With her uniform, the corporal is wearing brown corduroy pants. Now, I've seen people get some flack at reenactments for corduroy. It was a very common fabric back then, and a lot of units from out west would prefer the corduroy, the lighter jean cloth, or cotton canvas pants over the wool, especially if they were riding. It was cooler and it did not itch you to death. Standard brown civilian shoes to complete the uniform. See, the corporal is wearing a cartridge box. This is what the cartridges for the rifle would be in. There's your cartridges. The corporal also has a cap pouch made out of heavy canvas, typical to the period, a steel canteen, a haversack that is hand sewn, hand stitched buttonhole, and a hammered copper cup. Once again, this is a typical trooper of the 12th Texas Cavalry. If you have any questions, feel free to drop us a message and ask.